Looking to sell off NES collection, eBay or local buy-sell groups, individual carts, bundle a higher value game with the lower price, box O games, any other tips for selling to get highest return while not in a rush. I think we asked this a couple years ago.
We have in a few different ways. I mean, if you want to get highest return.
Highest return is your time, though. So highest return is
individual. Not in a rush. And for highest return, you sell all of your rarest games individually. You don't bundle them with anything. And you sell them individually. eBay. Or, I mean, local buy-sell groups are fine. Keep in mind that a lot of these people want to pay the least and sell things for the highest. Try to deal with someone reasonable. You're absolutely not going to get your highest value from selling back to a store. eBay could be reasonable, although then you have no idea what the temperament of the customer is. Or
try to defraud you saying I never got the game.
Right, exactly. So a convention could also be a good place to do it. But I always feel like when you're handling the expensive games and you're trying to sell those off, whether you want most money or not, doing that as in person as often as possible is probably the best thing to do. And that's probably how you'll get the most money as well. I don't think you need to do any... When you get down to the lower value games, yeah, you may have to bundle and do lots.
You're going to have to, because no one's going to want them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already at the point. I'm not going to say the sky is falling, but we're already at the point where I see NES games where they used to be, all right, these were $4, $5 games. Now they're $2 games at convention. Now they're 5 for $10, 6 for $10. And these aren't like terrible fucking games. These are just common ass games that everyone has anymore. So eventually, when these games from collections get back put out into the market, especially the common ones, especially the ones where it's like, oh, Super Spike V-Ball, it's a fun game, but everyone has it, and it's not worth that much. Oh, Archon, that's not a bad game, or it's like, oh, Astaniacs. Oh, it's City Connection, Ian. It's games that, yeah, in theory, someone would want them if they don't already have them, and they're common. So who's left to buy them? Right. And we're gonna get to that point more sooner than a lot of people might realize, especially for NES. So you might be put in the situation where if you want to sell off your 600 game NES collection, you may not get more than a couple bucks each for like a couple hundred of those games.
Yeah.
Like that's just going to be the reality, because you're going to be selling to someone that, they can wait out themselves and buy a bundle, because a lot of bundles now are cheaper as well. But also, people that go to a convention can buy them cheaper. And yes, you got to pay to get in. But I just went to a convention where guy had about 100 NES games, just blowing them out, $2 a piece, just getting rid of them. And there was even stuff like Ninja Turtles in there. That's more than a $2 game. It's not a super expensive game, but someone will buy it for $2 maybe. But eventually, you're going to run out of people that are going to even want that, because they sold millions of those. So you're going to look at, like Ian said, the rare games, sell them individually. But you might just want to even to get rid of it. What I'm saying is we're past the point where you can just go online and put buy it nows of, common ass NES game that was worth $5 in theory a couple years ago. Put a $5 buy it now on there with $3 shipping. I think those days are almost over, in my opinion, where you can put them on there and someone will snatch it up right away. I think your bundles is where you're going to get to there more sooner than later if you want to move them. Or you can put it on there and wait forever, or put it on Amazon during the holidays. But if you want to get rid of them, I think you're going to have to bundle up a chunk and do it. And you might get a decent deal from a collector, a new one getting into it.